Coaching now around 6-7 years. I've been at Palace for the last 5. This is my 5th year at Palace now. Head coach of the under-13s. Started off with the under-11s for 3 years, and I've now been with the under-13s for 2 years. And now coaching under the 16s to 18s on our Crystal Palace Foundation Academy. Our Foundation Academy, we set it up 2 years ago. The idea being to try and find a gem for Crystal Palace youth team. Try and find someone that maybe has missed being scouted, and we can find a route for them into the main Palace Academy for free. And then hopefully that'll be the case sooner rather than later. During the first year we had 2 lads who went on trial with the 18s. Not quite good enough to get signed at that time. This season I've got 1 lad, fingers crossed, he's going to go across with the 18s in the next week or so. I think he's got potential, he's got pace, he's left-footed, ticks 2 boxes straight away, and he plays senior football. And at 17 that gives him a slight edge over all the other boys. I think our big messages we send to the lads here is about their habits, trying to get good habits day in, day out. There's some very good players here, but they just don't do it consistently enough at the moment, and that's why they're not quite at academy level. But there's some lads here, I believe, if they keep producing as they are at the moment and tighten up on their habits day in, day out, then they'll get an opportunity. Maybe not at Crystal Palace, but maybe lower down the pyramid at a League 1, League 2 club. I like to try and take a lot of stuff from all the coaches I work with. When I was playing, I think Ray Lewington has been one of my biggest coaching influences about the way he built relationships with players. I personally think that's very important, that coach-to-player relationship. If you can build that, you're not going to build it with every single player, but the better relationship, the more you're going to get out of the players. I think on a conference recently with the Tottenham Academy director, he talked about money in the bank, getting players to run through brick walls for you in certain difficult situations, and Ray Lewington was one of the best at that. He had a great rapport with all the players there. We all wanted to win and produce for him because of the way he treated you as a human being first and as a player second. I try and get players to probably be better than I was. Technically I wasn't amazing. Had a great attitude, great will to win, desire and work rate, but I try and get players to express themselves a little bit more. So we have some fantastic technicians everywhere. Let them express themselves, make mistakes, have no fear of making mistakes. Be positive. I love seeing people take people on and beat people with pace and skill, because they're 2 things I didn't really have a lot of. So I love seeing people entertain and excite me as a coach. But then on the flip side of that, they need to have the grit, the resilience and the tough mentality to be a professional, because there's more downs and ups in football. You're going to get some good times, but there's a lot of bad times, and you have to be resilient to cope with that. Tactic board in the changing room. If I'm wearing bottoms, socks up. If I'm wearing short socks, small socks. Look at these bad boys, all black.